In St. Joseph, yellow corn 409 to 414, white corn 482, soybeans 1079 to 1088. Live White Foods in St. Joseph, bid on yellow corn $4.14. Truck stop hours 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. In Atchison, yellow corn 423 to 424, soybeans 1080 to 1088, hard wheat at $5.19, soft wheat at $5 and a penny. Kansas City truck bids, yellow corn 430 to 432, white corn at 492, soybeans 1083 to 1103, hard wheat at 531, soft wheat 507, and sorghum at $3.42. Over in the livestock trade on the Mercantile, April live cattle finished the day 27 cents lower, 242.52. June off 2 pennies at 238.42. August live cattle 15 cents higher. It's closed at 236.02. March feeder cattle finished the day 40 cents lower, 370.57. April 17 cents higher, $368 even. May at 42 at 364.22. April lean hogs 25 cents higher. It's closed 92.55. May up 67 at $97 even. June lean hogs up 75 cents at 106.60. Let's do a look at your closing markets on KFBQ. I'm Nathan Steeley.
Dependable, honest, and straightforward. Here's the latest ag news from KFBQ.
With ag news, I'm Nathan Steeley. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reported the number of farms in the United States fell by 15,000 in 2025, continuing a long-term decline in the nation's agricultural landscape. According to the USDA's annual Land and Farms report, the total number of farms dropped to 1.86 million last year, down from roughly 1.24. Sales categories with smaller operations, especially those reporting the USDA data shows the decline spanned nearly all size and sales categories with smaller operations, especially those reporting $1,000 to $10,000 in annual sales, posting the largest losses. Only operations with annual sales of $1 million saw a slight increase of about 50 farms. Total land and farms also edged lower, decreasing about 0.3% to 874 million acres, even as average farm size ticked upward, reflecting a consolidation trend. Analysts said economic pressures, including slim profit margins, rising costs, and generational turnover, continue to challenge smaller producers and reshape the structure of U.S. agriculture. The National FFA organization said it will cooperate with a congressional inquiry examining one of its corporate sponsors while emphasizing its nonpartisan mission and independence from donor influence. That question is FFA's alleged ties to the Chinese Communist Party through a partnership with Chinese-owned Syngenta Group. FFA declined to provide additional details, citing the ongoing nature of the investigation. The inquiry comes amid heightened scrutiny from some members of the Congress over partnerships between U.S.-based nonprofits and companies with foreign ownership ties. The Youth Agriculture Education Group released a statement exclusively to the NAFB news service, and in that statement said while FFA accepts support from generous donors and sponsors throughout the agricultural and agribusiness community, it does not and cannot advocate the views for any donor or sponsor. FFA has received a congressional inquiry about one of our sponsors, and it intends to cooperate fully. That's your ag news on KFBQ. I'm Nathan Steeley.
When you shop local, you're investing in your community. From your favorite coffee shop to the neighborhood repair guy, local businesses keep Missouri strong. Looking for the best local spots? Check out the Show Me Business Directory on the St. Joseph Post. Your go-to guide for trusted local businesses near you. Shop smart, shop local. Support these outstanding retailers.
United Consumers Credit Union, Griffin Guardians Locksmith, and Beaver Overhead Door.
Thursday, February 26th is Give FFA Day. This one-day initiative held during National FFA Week funds programs that support leadership, personal growth, and career success. Make a donation of any amount and make a difference in the lives of almost 27,000 Missouri FFA members. Donate to your local FFA chapter or the Missouri FFA Foundation by clicking on Donate to Give FFA Day at MissouriFFA.org. Time to break the silence surrounding mental health. Too often people suffer in silence. 3,000 help. That's where 988 comes in. It's a safe, confidential space where you can talk openly about your struggles without fear of judgment. Whether you're experiencing a crisis or you just need someone to listen, 988 is here for you. You're not alone. Let's break the silence together. Call 988. Your mental health matters.
988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Missouri.
Statistics show roughly 20 veterans die by suicide every single day. And every day, more than 1,000 dogs are euthanized.
After the Navy, I became a recluse. I felt like I was still in combat mode.
I felt lost and confused.
For 15 years, Canines for Warriors has been the nation's leading nonprofit organization, providing service dogs for veterans battling PTSD and other invisible wounds of war.
Thanks to my service dog, Lady Cameo, I got my life back.
I'm able to get out of bed in the morning.
Be excited, happy about today.
More than 1,200 veteran lives saved, more than 2,500 dogs rescued, families made whole again. Canines for Warriors is more than a service dog program. It's a promise that no veteran should ever walk alone. To learn more, visit caninesforwarriors.org. Canines for Warriors, saving veterans, rescuing dogs, restoring families.
Trip ends in tragedy. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. 8 skiers are dead and one remains missing after an avalanche in California's Sierra Nevada mountains.
Phone?
Can I repeat this song? Can you repeat this song?
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, good. What's she keep calling it for?
Because she was going to take her to the fucking store.
What I get? Store.
Oh.
You want stuff again?
What?
McCartney is in the hall as a member of the Beatles and as a solo artist. The exhibit opens May 15th. I'm Lee Silva-Sarah. This is Fox News.
Yes.
Afternoons continue with the latest news and information.
Breaking from Smithville Lake. The Platte County Sheriff's Office confirms a vehicle and a body were pulled near Crows Creek Boat Ramp. Identification awaits the medical examiner. Investigators
There we
say
go
no
again.
foul play is suspected. The case shifted from the Platte City Police Department.
Who's
Report
that
came
from?
from
Is
the
that
Platte
from
County
Ford?
Sheriff's Office and the Missouri State Highway Patrol.
First question.
Police
What?
in Trenton report
Song?
2 felony arrests.
What's
Cases
what?
moved
Song.
quickly.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe
in the
Duncan,
movie.
38, of Trenton, faces felony driving while revoked or suspended, along with misdemeanor counts. Jaden Brian Gray,
We're
18,
taking a sound
of
deal. How many
Gallatin,
times?
is
How's
charged
the
with
time?
felony third-degree
Brain over.
domestic assault.
We got
Both
white
are set
skin.
for the
We found-
Associate Division of the Grundy County
Huh?
Circuit Court on March 10th.
But
Like,
2 fugitives are
But
in custody.
this
after
one's
a
playing like
high-stakes
over it.
standoff in St. Joseph
Hmm?
Wednesday
this one's
morning.
playing like over it.
Police say a vehicle escorted U.S. Marshals and Buchanan County deputies before the pair holed up near 16th and Farron.
There you
Captain
go.
Sean Colley said they
Avoided?
mazed through ceilings and walls into another unit, then were found in a bathroom. No injuries reported. New fleeing counts join existing felony warrants. On the Belt Highway, Ollie's Bargain Outlet is open, drawing a packed crowd for a ribbon-cutting Wednesday. The store at 1401 North Belt Highway touts closeout deals up to 70% on name brands, including Dyson and Dove. Regional Director Darren Wheat calls it a treasure hunt, promising fresh bargains daily, from pantry staples to furniture finds inside. At the Capitol, support builds for House Bill 1740, Melanie's Law. The House Crime and Public Safety Committee heard testimony seeking tougher jail time for DWI and ignition interlocks for all offenders. Named for Melanie Wankum, killed in Jefferson City in 2022, Representative Dave Griffith leads efforts. If signed by Governor Kehoe, Missouri joins 35 states nationwide. Marking a century of Route 66, the State Historical Society of Missouri presents Through the Windshield, Missouri's Route 66 in Columbia. The 90-foot wide display, open during regular hours, tracks 20th century culture with vivid artifacts. A companion, Missouri's Main Street, 100 years on Route 66, will tour statewide, and organizations can request a stop in their communities locally. For news anytime, go online to stjosephpost.com.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday, but sometimes we don't see what's right in front of us. Victory over cancer is in front of us. Right now, cancer research is saving lives. Cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to new discoveries and new treatments, and ultimately, one day, victory